Good day, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Who We Are. I am your host, Nicola Ajayi, and this is a show that features open and honest discussions about the things that make us who we are. Our faith, our families, our setbacks, our successes, our livelihoods, and our purpose, which is the reason why God placed us here on the earth. I have the pleasure of speaking to people who are multi-talented and multifaceted, and they've committed their lives to excellence in everything that they do, and they're letting their light shine for their generation. I have the pleasure today of introducing you to my guest, Dr. Ezzy. She is here today. This has been a long-awaited show, but you're finally here, and we're going to speak about something that is so exciting for the both of us, and it's something that everybody needs to hear about and everybody needs to know about. So Dr. Ezzy, I'm going to let you, in your own words, tell everybody who you are.
Well, I am Doctor Ezenwanyi Ahaghotu, and most of my patients call me Dr. Ezzy. I have a private practice, naturopathic medicine, in the Lawson Terrace Center in Katy, Texas. And there I focus on doing a more holistic approach to get to the root cause of a person's illness.
That's right, because that's actually what it should be about, but it's surprising that people don't really look to the root of why things happen to them, which I'm so glad we get to delve into that today. But can you tell us a little bit about what is naturopathic medicine and why you decided to become a naturopathic doctor?
Yeah, so naturopathic medicine is a distinct form of the healthcare system that focuses more on holistic approaches to treat illnesses and treat the whole body. So we're looking at the body as a whole, so this is mental health, physical health, body, mind, and soul. So as a naturopath, I've been trained in several different modalities such as botanical medicine, herbal health, oriental medicine, physical therapy, and homeopathy. And also we train the traditional medicine, which is diseases and what medications that we need to use to treat them. However, we don't always have to go to a medication. So only when needed is how we try to practice.
Okay. So then tell me a little bit about the education, about the schooling. Did you go a little further to do those different modalities, or is that all included in the program itself?
Yeah, so actually it's a 4 to 5 year program, depending on your speed, and you learn the modalities as long as also with the chemistry and the pharmaceutical, the diseases. So all of the modalities and everything is combined together. So when we're doing our treatment plans, we try to understand what treatment will be best for that individual person.
Okay, because it's a case-by-case basis.
Absolutely.
Not everybody is alike. So let us know what it's like to, say I have, I don't know, maybe I've been experiencing some GI upset, some stomach upset for a couple of months, and I decided to come to a doctor such as yourself. What would a typical visit be like for me?
So my initial visit, it takes about 2 hours. So during that time, we're interacting with each other. I'm getting a better understanding of your history and your case and understanding what I can do to better assist you. And during that time, once you've explain to me everything that's going on, what you've been dealing with, then I decide what type of specialty testing we should do to get a better understanding of what's happening in your cells and why you're having the symptoms that you're having. And I do a lot of testing, anywhere from food allergy panels, micronutrient, heavy metal, mode testing, intestinal barrier testing, you name it, stool analysis. We do a lot of different testing. So depending on your case is when I decide, okay, this test will be best for you to help me understand why you're having the symptoms that you're having.
Okay, perfect. Because actually, as you know, a few months ago, actually it was the beginning of this year, my 8-year-old daughter was having headaches. Actually, she's been having them for several months. And so her father and I were just trying to figure out what could be the cause of that. And so you and I were just chatting one day, and then you actually shine a light on it and made me realize, wait a minute, maybe this is something that we need to delve into, not with, I think her doctor was trying to give her some type of migraine medicine, thinking it was migraines. But you said maybe it's a food intolerance. So we came to you, and yeah, let us know a little bit about what you did, but you actually did determine that she has so many things that she's intolerant to.
Yes, absolutely. And honestly, that's one of the reasons why I went to naturopathic medicine because I do have a background in chemistry and in pharmaceutics, which is great. It gave me an understanding of how to treat the body and what's going on with the body as far as negative and positive with medications. But with naturopathic medicine, we do things to get to the root cause. So like your daughter, she's having headaches, which a lot of my patients do. Believe it or not, there's certain foods that you may be eating that your body's producing an immune response, which we call that immunoglobulins. And that response, unfortunately, over time disrupts the lining. And when it disrupts the lining, food starts to, big particles, proteins, instead of being digested so you can get the nutrients, they start to slip into your lining and they go into the bloodstream, and then the immune system starts to attack the antigens.
Is that like what they call leaky gut syndrome?
Yes,
I
exactly.
Hear that all the time, leaky
yes,
gut.
so it's called leaky gut syndrome. It's also called intestinal permeability, and I actually have a photo here.
Okay.
And this here, if you see the photo here, you can see this is our cells. And naturally, we want to eat our food and break them down to small particles so our cells are strong and we feel strong. But unfortunately, with certain medications, such as antibiotics, NSAIDs, or certain bad diets and certain infections, or just toxins in general, it tends to disrupt the system, and you tend to develop these food allergies or food sensitivities, which is immunoglobulin G, and this is from your immune response. So your body is attacking foods that you're eating, and it could be foods such as broccoli, carrots. You
Even
don't
good
know.
stuff.
Good stuff, you know?
So-called healthy food.
Exactly, but if your body's producing a response to it, you see it's disrupting the lining, and then the food, the big particles, tend to go into the bloodstream, and that's when you get those symptoms like the migraines, the constipation, the headaches, the fatigue.
So food that is supposed to remain inside of your intestines is actually leaking through your intestinal wall and into your bloodstream.
Exactly.
Causing these symptoms. See, that's so profound to me. I just, that is so interesting. So that's the reason why people can have all of these. Isn't that a reason why people can be eating what they call a great diet, but they're still having issues and problems?
Yes.
So it's so important for you as an individual to know what you should and should not be eating.
Absolutely.
When we say that this is really specialized medicine, it sounds like it really indeed is.
Yes, absolutely. And a lot of patients that come to me, they've been to all types of different doctors, gastroenterologists, cardiologists, or endocrinologists, and they're like, I'm taking the medication, but I still feel bad. You still feel bad because you're not putting in the right foods in your system, and you're not getting the proper nutrients that you need to function properly.
Okay. And I think I heard a statistic somewhere, I hope I'm saying it right, excuse me, that maybe up to 50% of people have leaky gut syndrome?
Yes.
Is it that prevalent in our society?
I might say 60%.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very prevalent. And that's, unfortunately, it goes back to genetically modified foods. The food we eat today is not the same. You know, they're adding more hormones to the cows, and we're getting the effect because the body's not used to that. And then the preservatives that these companies are doing to make the shelf life longer. Once again, we're not designed to break down preservatives and food additives, so that leads to things like intestinal permeability.
Yeah, our bodies are like, what are these weird chemicals and hormones that you're putting into me? I don't know what to do with these
We don't know how to digest it.
That's so interesting. Well, we're going to take a quick station break. On the other side of the break, we're going to talk a little bit more about what you can do if you're having these type of symptoms. And Dr. Ezzy is going to let us know what you can take to feel better. So stick with us. We'll be right back. Hey there, we are back. This is Who We Are. Thanks for tuning in today. I've been speaking to Dr. Ezzy. She is a naturopathic doctor. And right before the break, we were just learning a little bit about what is naturopathic medicine, why she decided to become a naturopathic physician. And we talked a little bit about what some of the causes could be of some of these random little symptoms that you have. I mentioned my daughter had headaches, turned out she had food intolerances. So little things like that that you don't even tie to the foods that you are eating is what we were discussing. But on the other side, though, what if I'm just somebody who feels like I eat pretty good, I exercise, I take care of myself, but especially in this COVID-19 climate, right? And flu season and even just general colds and viruses that go around. What if I'm just somebody who wants to make sure that I'm in my optimum level of health? So I come to your clinic. How would you guide me? What tests would you do, and how would you help me?
Yeah, absolutely. I do have a lot of people that call me just for general wellness. That's how I would call it. Now, for anyone, you should always understand what foods you can eat. What foods your body is reacting to. So I always recommend to do a IgG food sensitivity panel, and that allows me to understand if you're eating any foods that your body's reacting to that could be disrupting your lining. Now, I also love to do what we call the micronutrient deficiency panel. And this test here allows me to look on an intracellular level what nutrients you're depleted in. So I'm not a big believer of people going out and just taking all types of different supplements, because for one, not all supplements are equal. So you want to make sure you're taking what your body needs. So this test here allows me to get a better understanding of what in your, like for instance, this is looking at your GI health, what nutrients is needed to keep your cells strong. Because these nutrients make up the integrity of our cells and how they're going to function properly. So the stronger you are, the better you are for if you was to encounter any type of disease, like we're dealing with a pandemic now. You want to make sure your immune system is as strong as it can be. So if you unfortunately was one of the ones that did get it, you can try and hopefully be able to fight it off. With any type of disease, the stronger you are, the better your outcome.
Of course, I mean, your body has to be able to fight these things, and if you're not optimizing yourself with what you're eating, then you're kind of leaving yourself defenseless. Like your immune system is kind of like your army, right? That's fighting for you, and it needs to be at its optimal level.
And that, we call that the innate response. And as soon as you get some type of allergic response or antigen or virus or bacteria, your body, your first response is to try and fight it off. But if you don't have the proper nutrients that make up your immune system, you're going to be sicker longer.
And I hear that, what is it, over 80% of your immune system is there in your gut.
Is in your gut. They're saying we are what we eat. It's factual.
Oh, wow. So true. And I like what you said before about not everybody has to take every supplement. Because, go to Walgreens, Walmart, wherever, they're there. A plethora of them are there. And a lot of us, I believe, just kind of take, okay, this is what I think I should be taking. But you're saying don't just take whatever you just feel like you should be taking, but also take things that are quality. Because unfortunately, not a lot of those things sold there are the best quality in a way that your body can actually absorb them,
Absolutely.
Right? Speak to that a little bit about the importance of your body actually absorbing all these things that we're taking.
Absolutely. And I brought some of my favorite supplements, because I know a lot of times as women, we are anemic. And a lot of times your doctor is telling you, oh, you're anemic, go get an iron supplement from Walgreens or Walmart. But unfortunately, that's actually not a good guidance. You can't just take any iron supplement, because what do? They cause constipation. Especially if you're taking, it's called ferrous sulfate. So you always want to have like a biglycinate chelate, so this is a better form of iron. So this just to say, like, this is a better company. This is the actual nutraceutical company, unlike a lot of companies that you see in Walgreens or CVS that are made by pharmaceutics. If you're going to take a nutrient, you want to take it from a nutraceutical company because they actually do the research to make sure you're using the best form that actually absorbs in the body. So if it's absorbing in the body, then you're getting the real effect.
As opposed to you just going to the restroom and it's flushing down the toilet,
exactly.
right?
You take your B vitamins and it's yellow. Your urine is yellow because you're not absorbing it, right? Absolutely.
So true. So there's a difference between a pharmaceutical company and a nutraceutical company?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, absolutely.
What exactly is the difference?
Pharmaceutical companies make medications, big pharma, and then you have nutraceutical companies that make nutrients. They make the supplements. And in order to really get products from a nutraceutical company, you want to be under a naturopath or functional medicine doctor because you want to make sure that you're prescribing it properly. So you don't want to just take any supplement because you don't know the doses. So you always want to get support. Now, if you're just going to go get a multivitamin, I will always say go somewhere like Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or Sprouts. Don't get a multivitamin from CVS or Walgreens.
Like Centrum and stuff
like
that.
Centrum, one a day, those are the worst vitamins.
Are they really?
Can you believe it? They have all types of preservatives in them, and they don't have the good forms of the vitamins that really absorb in your body.
Okay, so to get the good stuff, you do have to see a naturopathic doctor because you all have the access to these companies. These are, I'm guessing, not something I can just order on Amazon, right?
No.
Amazon. Let's talk a little bit about what they are.
So here I have one of my favorite go-tos. So this is the Ultra Clear Renew. So this is a really good meal replacement. So let's say, you just want to give your digestive system a break from eating sometimes. So just take out one meal a day and do a meal replacement. So that way you're getting all the vitamins and nutrients that you should be getting from your meals. But let's be honest, not all of us have full good meals every day. So this is giving you all the antioxidants, the minerals and vitamins to make sure your system is strong and your immune system is strong. So this is a really good additive. And you can also just add a scoop to your smoothie. So the less you're eating hard foods, the better, because this is going straight to your bloodstream and going to your cells. So I really love that one. And that's another favorite. Can you hand me that one? Sure. This is GI Recovery. Oh, this works amazing.
You gave that one to my daughter. I remember
this is, if you do have that leaky gut, the intestinal permeability, this is a really good, after you remove the food, so this is a good recovery drink. It has the glutamine in it, which is what the lining is made of, and then it has a lot of antioxidants and digestive enzymes. So this is really good. My patients love this.
Perfect. So that's just like a scoop in your smoothie.
Yeah, you can put a scoop in your smoothie. And fiber. So we don't get enough fiber in our diet.
Very true.
So I always recommend have a fiber. And you want to be careful with the fibers because you don't want a laxative type of fiber that just takes you right to the bathroom and you're running. You want something to give you a good form, nice bowel in the morning. So this will be something good to take at night so you can have a good bowel movement in the morning.
And this is something that would be good for people who suffer from constipation.
Constipation, yes, absolutely. This will definitely, and I have another great one for depending on how constipated you are, because there's some people that constipation is just every day they have hard poop. Maybe a fiber will be good. And then there's some people who don't have a poop all week. Then you may need some more support. So this is colon cleanse. This has a lot of herbs in it that helps to just bind the toxins in your intestines and help to push them out of your system so you can have a good bowel movement.
So is this something that, so there's 100 capsules in there I see, is that something that you're going to take once a day until it's finished, or like how would you prescribe
I usually recommend just keep it in your house. You probably just need to take it every other day for about 2 or 3 weeks, along with changing your diet. Diet is everything, because you can't eat this, take this, and then go to McDonald's. You're still going to be constipated.
Canceling it out there,
So this is just a support. I like to, a boost. I like to have patients do it for a few weeks and put it aside. And if you need it every now and then, you could do it twice a week.
Perfect. Okay, tell us about some of the others, sir.
Yeah, so here, this is Liposet. Now, I am a big believer of trying to get people off of medications. So that is what I really do in my practice. So if you're coming to me with cholesterol issues, I'm going to change your diet. I'm going to clean up your diet. I'm going to clean up your system. And I'm also going to give you supplements to support you, especially if you're on a statin drug, because you don't want to just stop any medications. It's a weaning process. So I may replace a statin drug with something like a Liposet. And Liposet is really good to help with breaking down those, what we call lipoproteins. So it helps to produce lipoprotein enzymes, which break down the lipoproteins, which is the bad cholesterol.
Okay, so
this
is kind
is
of
more natural.
Instead of Lipitor and simvastatin, all those, that's what Liposet could do.
Yep.
But of course, you know, like she said, don't just stop taking anything suddenly.
No.
Of course, you're going to want to wean, and she would tell you, of course, how to wean yourself off of those and then get on the good stuff.
Yes, exactly.
Nice.
And we have a great one here too when it comes to boosting our immune system. So of course, Ultra Protein C. So once again, you don't want to just go get any vitamin C.
Yeah.
You know, this is a wonderful one. It has lysine in it, which is really good for your immune system. It has cysteine and glutathione, which are the two main antioxidants in our body that once you do get a virus, they help to control that cytotoxicity because they're antioxidants, so they bring down that oxidative stress.
Okay, yeah, I was going to tell me, we hear that term antioxidant a lot. What exactly is an oxidant, and then what is an antioxidant? Obviously, it does the opposite of that.
Exactly. So what it is that we have these free radicals, they're oxygens in the body. So we're going back to the chemistry.
Yes,
break it down. They're not good. They do bad things. They damage your cells.
And they're from the food? Is it environment?
It's environment. It's in our body. You know, it's an imbalance. You know, we all have these oxygens in our body. It's an imbalance of these free radicals. They should be bound. So you always want to, that's why we say eat your fruits and vegetables, because that's how you get your antioxidants. This is something natural that's in your body that sometimes you may just be depleted in, which goes back to the test. It allows us to see your antioxidants, you know? So if you're depleted in that, then you don't have any support. So your immune system is low. So taking something like vitamin C and a lysine and a glutathione as a boost, it's good around with everything going on now. And this is another favorite of mine. This is Biocidin. So this is usually my go-to if you have a strep throat or you feel like you just have a little bit of irritation in your throat. Spray this in the morning. 2 days, you'll be a brand new person.
Scratch your throat.
Yes, absolutely. And I have another favorite here. This is activated charcoal. So from time to time, we want to detox. So the liver is the main organ that helps us to detox, and then it comes to the skin. So a lot of times people have blemishes and eczema, psoriasis, and sometimes it could be just having a sluggish liver. So sometimes you just need to support your liver with detoxing, okay? So activated charcoal helps to bind these toxins and get it out the body. So with this one, I make a lemonade. So this is the detox lemonade. So you take about, let's say you're doing 8 ounces of water. So you want to put like maybe 8 capsules. You open it up and you put it inside. It's going to make it black. It's going to be dark. And then you can add in fresh lemons, and you can just sweetener. You can add in a little bit of honey, and then you have a homemade lemonade, detox lemonade.
So 8 of those?
Yeah.
So that's better than just swallowing 8 pills,
right?
No,
better. Open it.
Okay,
it's
don't
better.
Just try to...
Open it, make it a lemonade, because then you're getting water in too. So you have to drink half your body weight in ounces. So you got to get your water in.
Did y'all hear that? Half your body weight in ounces of water every day. Just say it again.
You have to drink half your body weight in ounces of water. So if you weigh 120, you better be drinking 60 ounces of water
a day.
Your body needs it. And this is a good way, because some patients come to me and they're like, they take only 4 ounces or 8, you know, and I try to think of ways, alternatives to help them get the water in their system. So this is a way. Another one is the one I told you, nanogreens. I don't have that here.
Love my
nanogreens.
We'll show them. Yeah, we'll show them.
Yes, nanogreens is amazing. Now you're talking about antioxidants. 1 scoop of nanogreens is like eating 6 salads.
Yes,
I might be exaggerating. Maybe
I tell my
salads.
kids, if you guys take your nanogreens, first of all, they don't really like the taste, but I just tell them, take your nanogreens and I won't give you any vegetables for the day. This is your vegetable replacement.
I get my son the same way.
It's true. We don't have to eat, because it's not even easy to eat all those vegetables.
It's
come on, we're busy people.
It's not
Usually
easy.
we're not sitting down to make these meals, maybe dinner, you know, but just take that in the morning.
It can be challenging.
Good.
So you get that boost and you feel stronger.
Yeah.
And then this is a really nice one that I like here. This is like my own. This is Dr. Ezzy's mixture.
Yes, the good stuff.
Yes, I have a lot of patients that take coffee all the time, 3-4 times a day. Exactly.
Well, no, just once a day, not even every day, but
okay, or once in a while is okay. But you have to figure out different alternatives because coffee is one of the things that has been known to disrupt the lining. So you don't want to take so much of that every day. So what I do with this is a good way to get a boost because that's why most people take coffee.
Yeah.
So this is golden milk, which is a mixture of turmeric and ashwagandha, which is herb that helps to, it's an adaptogen herb, so it helps with our cortisol levels, which is our stress hormone, which happens to give us more energy. So what my mixture is, I take, let's say 3 ounces of almond milk and 3 ounces of water, and you warm it up, and then you put a scoop of this, and then for flavoring, to make it more of that like maybe chai latte or coffee drink, you take a scoop of this and mix it together, and it gives you the boost, and you feel like you're drinking coffee. And it's better for you. Antioxidants.
Wonderful. Okay, we're gonna take another quick break here. I hope you guys are learning, taking down this information, and this is really, really, really good stuff. But we're gonna take another break and we'll be back to round it up. Stay tuned. Hello, welcome back to Who We Are. I have been talking to my guest, Dr. Ezzy, today. She is a naturopathic doctor. And right before the break, she was letting us know some of her favorite supplements that she not only takes for herself and gives to her family, but that she prescribes to her patients because these are great for just general health, which we talked a bit about the importance of taking this for general health. And we did talk a little bit about, I mentioned my daughter who had the migraines, who had the headaches, and also you talked about cholesterol as something, one of these is really, really good for cholesterol. But let us know some of the other conditions that people may come into your clinic to be treated and that you can actually treat them with these medications, these supplements.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so I have a realm of different conditions that I see. So I have patients that are hypertensive. I have patients that have hypothyroid and hyper and hypothyroid.
Okay.
I have patients that are RA, so arthritis, a lot of inflammation. I even see cases that are autoimmune. So I have some patients that have MS.
Okay.
I also have autistic, I see kids with autism. I have some anxiety patients and depression patients too.
So these can help with
so it really depends on the case, and honestly a lot of it goes back to the gut.
Wow.
And I also have a few cases of patients that have cancer. Usually I refer to a naturopathic oncologist with my cancer patients, depending on the case. But I do see some patients that have cancer.
Oh, so they're naturopathic oncologists.
Yes, they are.
I did not know that. Oh, that is awesome. That's somebody that you can refer out if need be. One thing that is just so important, I believe, is the fact that you can have a medical condition and be prescribed a medication for it and actually really have a true need to take that medication. Maybe say it's high blood pressure or whatever the case may be. And I feel like those medications are good, but they should be temporary, right? Just because of all the side effects that they cause. So I would say people don't have to feel like you're stuck with taking a medication for the rest of your life, or a prescription medication. Just know that there are alternatives out there that are safer for you. Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. And one of the problems with that is once your body gets a tolerance to the medication, it stops working. They have to either up your dose or they put you on another medication. And that's why the geriatric population, they're coming to my office with 7 different prescription medications. Because once you get a side effect for one of them, they send you another medication to help with the side effect of that one. So it's just a ripple effect. So, I feel that if you have to be on a medication, take it, but build your body up, make your body strong. and add in a supplement so it will work better and you don't have to just rely just on medication.
Just the medications forever, exactly. So I think it's important for people to realize that if you have been newly diagnosed with a condition, say high blood pressure or diabetes or whatever, that those medications your physician is prescribing you are good because they will help stabilize your condition initially. But just know that you don't have to be taking prescription medications for the remainder of your life. There is a better way and there's a safer way, because keep in mind those prescription medications also come with a whole host of side effects, right?
Absolutely, I totally agree. And I tell my patients all the time, the goal is to get off the medication eventually, so I'll wean you off of it if I can, if you're strong enough to do so. Because the reason why the general population, the geriatrics population, is taking a lot of different medications today is because your body builds a tolerance. So once your body builds a tolerance, it stops working, so they put you on another medication and another medication, and then you get side effects from that medication, so you're put on another medication for the side effects. So it's unfortunately, it's a ripple effect. So the goal is really to try to wean off the medication and take something more natural, which it can be done.
Okay.
But you have to be ready to change your diet and change your lifestyle.
Yeah, which brings us to the next point. If there's somebody who's just decided, you know what, I'm done taking this huge bag of prescription medications, I want to get better, I want to get off of it, and they're just looking into alternatives, they're looking for a better way and a safer way, what would you tell somebody like that?
Yeah, I would definitely tell everyone that it's very important to understand your body, your health for longevity. Because where you are today, think about 10 years from now. You want to still be strong. So you have to eat right, you have to exercise, and you have to know what your body needs and replenish it so you can be better for you and for your family.
Certainly, yeah. That's the thing. If we don't have our health, we don't have anything. Health is wealth. Health is our life, as the saying goes.
Health is wealth.
This has been such an eye-opening discussion, but not just me, but hopefully for you too. Hopefully you've learned something. And check Dr. Ezzy, let us know where we can find you. We're gonna have your information down below.
Yes.
So definitely check her out. Her office is located in Katy in La Centera. She will take you in. She's a busy lady, so get your appointments in as quickly as you can. But this has been so wonderful. I want to thank you again for coming to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Enlightening us.
It's a beautiful show.
Thank you so much. And you are so welcome. Thank you for coming. I'd like for you to follow us on YouTube. I'd like for you to follow us on Instagram. Please subscribe, like, share this interview with everybody that you know, because honestly, this is a topic that affects everyone. This is so important. We have got to get the word out about taking care of ourselves on a cellular level. That's where it begins and it builds up from there. Once again, this has been Who We Are. I thank you for watching. I thank you for coming, and we will see you on the next one.